So this video is on GoFormative and how you can use it in your classroom. So you are going to have to log in. Now I suggest logging in through Google with the account that you have your Google Classroom set up if you have that. Now if you don't have Google Classroom, then any email works. So this is the account I use for my Google Classroom. So you're going to want to set up your classes first, and if you have Google Classroom, you'll be able to import all of your classes. And the nice thing is that if you get a new student in a week and they join your Google Classroom, you can re-import any new people later if you're going to use GoFormative. Now, if you don't have Google Classroom, you can create classes in GoFormative that your students can join. So I will name this Math 7, Period 3. And there is my new class. And then of course you can add those students so that they'll be able to do those formatives that are assigned to that class. Now here is the main event for creating a formative. Now I already have one made that I'm going to show you. You would click new formative when you want to create one. So here is where you will change the title. And here are the types of assignments you can create. Now, assignment is typically for homework that I usually will do because I do not have Chromebooks consistently in my classroom enough to use this during class. But if you have Chromebooks consistently, then classwork, warm-up, exit slip are a great option for you. They could just log in, do their warm-up every day, and then you have that data for you for your formative assessment. And then, of course, all of these other types that you can label. And if you label it, it should make a new folder of those types. So the types of questions that they have, I already have mine in here, but you will probably see this plus sign, and you'll see all of the types of questions you can have. Now, if you want the formative to grade your questions for you and just be quick and get that data quickly for you, then you're going to want to do questions like multiple choice, multiple selection, or true or false, because it will grade it for you and it's quickly graded. So here's my multiple choice, and I've clicked the answer that I said is right, and up here you can see where you change how many points it's worth. So I can change it to 2, or I'm going to leave it as 1, and that way when they click it and it will grade it for you, you can kind of get their scores fast that way if you're choosing to put it in a gradebook. Now, if you are wanting to watch them do a live response, then I suggest doing short answer or show your work or essay, because you'll be able to see them typing in their answers as they are doing it or writing on the whiteboard. So for a short answer, I had my question as how to solve an equation, and they could type that in. Now it gives you points, but it's just giving them a point for turning it in. It's not actually giving them a point for a correct response. So it just depends on how you want to grade the assignment. For completion, if you want to do it for correctness, then you're going to have to go up and do these choices up here because you are able to choose the actual key. You can add a type of correct answer, but they would have to literally put your word for word type of answer here to get it correct. So, which I don't find very useful. Now for show your work, instead of typing it, they can actually draw on a background. So I've chosen to do a graph, and you can edit what the background looks like. So I chose to put a graph paper that they can directly draw on. If you create your own show your work, it will be a blank space, and that is what they are drawing on. You can edit your background by clicking image and uploading an image that way. Now, if you're wanting them to, say, annotate a text, you would have to take a snapshot image of your PDF and upload it as an image as a background in order for them to actually annotate on top of the text. Now, if you don't care about them annotating on it, you want to do something else, the last type of thing you can create is a PDF. Now, PDF They only let you do a certain amount a month, so depending on how many times you're going to use this, just be wary of that. So here's the PDF I chose to upload, and you'll see all you have to do is click anywhere on this PDF to create a new question. So I just created my 6th question, and I can change the type that they will answer. So let's say I put multiple choice, or let me do true or false. I can say the rule is y equals 2x plus 3. And then you can set it as true or false as the answer key. It's worth 1 point. And again, that will grade it for you because I chose a true or false. So with uploading PDFs, you click where you want the questions to show up, and it will go. You'll be able to create them that way. Now, if you want to see what it looks like as a student, you can click preview. Hopefully this will load. Here it is. And this is what the student sees. So they'll type in these boxes right here. They will click show your work in order to actually draw directly on this background. And then here's their PDF that they can zoom into and answer the questions on the right side. And their numbers are directly linked to where they should be referencing it. So Formative has a bunch of different uses for it. You can have it graded as homework. You can have it as a classwork where they go through PDFs like this and watch them answer as they go. So that way you can go up to those specific students and help them if you see them getting it wrong. Many uses. Now, assign is where you will assign it directly to your Google Classrooms or your classes that you have created. And the nice thing with if you click Google Classroom, it will post it to it, but instead of actually posting to it, you'll click this and then you'll have to put a link directly on your Google Classroom. But what this is doing is making it so that these specific students are able to join this formative without a code. And at your dashboard, when you first log in, you'll be able to see how many kids are answering it. So you'll see my November test review in period 3, I had 19 answer it. I had 15 here. And if you open it up, so I'm going to open up a survey because it's different types of names that I don't have to worry about. I'm going to hide the name though. You can click on the questions and see all of the responses that you got, okay? And if it were a live response, you'd literally see them typing it in. So I hope this helped you guys, and I will see you back at Haiku.